Hello, friends. It's Chapo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are lucky enough to be joined by Adolf Hitler and Satan himself. Guys, welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
It's great to be here, yeah.
Great.
I'll start with you, Hitler. I mean, how things been, you know?
Good.
How you holding up
Yeah.
is really the question I want to know.
Well, you know, I think a lot of people here don't really know what their path is, what their journey is, but I came in with sort of a plan, and I've mostly been focusing on myself, healing, and then making amends for what I've done in life. So,
And like, how has that amends process been carried out for you here in hell?
well, you know, I guess I have been focusing more on myself. I've kind of gotten into surfing and, you know, just reading, hanging out with friends. But, you know, yeah, if anybody wants to come by and talk with me, I'm happy to sort of say, look, I'm sorry for everything that happened, but that was years ago, you know? It's sort of like, you know, you probably have done things in the past 5 years ago, 10 years ago that you regret.
Yeah,
And for
absolutely.
me, it's what, 80, 60, 80 years, something like that. I mean, I barely remember it.
And then Satan, the big cheese, the big
Hello.
dog.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. I'm a Professor Dr. Demonius X. You might know me as the King of Satan.
I mean, really, you're the one responsible for really all evil in the world that's ever existed.
That's right, baby. You know, things here in hell are just, you might consider them a tad askew.
We do
Just
things a little differently down here.
They're just a little bit twisted from the norm. They deviate slightly from, you know, the mainstream. So,
But we have fun here.
yeah, we have fun. You've seen the Addams Family? Are you familiar?
Yeah, of course.
That's hell, babe. That's like that's basically what everyday life is here.
We've got a channel here. It's all Adam's Family.
We've got, you know, Uncle Fester. We got a guy who's just a hand walking around.
You know that they're creepy and they're kooky thing?
Yeah, and
that's us, man.
And we think, you know, people like Abu Ghraib, they think being tortured is bad. We think it's good.
Well, I mean, it's just something to do, and that's, again, not to get back to my personal journey, but when you come down here, you'll a lot of guys don't like it. They get in a funk. It's because they're not doing new things every day. I'm doing something every day, and whether it's getting tortured,
They're not making
or
the
going to a
most
book
of
club,
what
you
they
know.
got down here. Yeah.
Pickleball.
You know, we have like our public parks are actually pretty nice. We have like monkey bars and things like that. You can,
Yeah.
Everyone gets their own golf cart here. That's a big thing I've noticed.
yeah.
right, yeah.
Well, they.
But all the golf carts, they got one busted wheel, so it's always like turning to the right.
Right, it's like a shopping cart.
I mean,
you know?
there's got to be like some like, you know, caveat, some kind of sort of like punishment, you know, for like.
Technically,
yeah,
yes, it's a punishment.
there's always something in hell.
That's right. There's just a little tiny twist.
I mean, I'll be the first to say it. Hell isn't perfect.
It's not perfect.
Hell's got problems, but we make do.
We're you know, we're improving every day, doing a little bit better.
So how much torture is involved here? Is there a quota every day? Does it vary? Are you getting tortured like for a law, like really get in the business and then you like take a long break, or is it like pretty constant? What's the
I
regimen?
mean, there's a shortage
Well-
of demons, so it's not as if not everyone can get tortured every day. But I think the people that want to get tortured, Catholics, they get tortured, right?
You know the part in Metal Gear Solid where you're fucking you know, Snake is like tied up and you got to mash the X button to get. That's like, you know, what torture is here. You know, you just got to keep mashing the X button, and for like 2 minutes, and then you get a different cutscene when you do a good job.
Well, Satan, you know, Lucifer and Morning Star, you know, the original rebel angel. I just like your story is an inspiring one. So, like, you know, could you take us through just your decision to rebel against God Almighty and, like, you know, go from being an archangel to the Lord
I'm
of Hell?
sorry,
Yeah.
that's propaganda.
No, I am a fallen angel, but it's because I literally fell. I slipped on a banana peel up there. Fucking
So this is
Ernest dropped a fucking banana peel in heaven. I slipped on that shit.
I knew Ernest went to heaven. So God just like never got around to
God
bringing you back up? Or
God
anything?
does
You
not
just-
give a shit about
He
anybody
can't-
but himself.
He can't see down. There's a fucking cave in the fucking earth. You know?
No, Satan is being modest. I will say this about Satan. He is the celestial Bernie, because in heaven he was more popular than God, and a lot of people started saying we should have a vote. We should decide
should
who
vote, yeah.
really runs this thing. A lot of people, I know who I would have voted for, and God was like, no, we must uphold the tradition, monarchy, all this. He's an old stuffy piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, you had a problem with the main guy. You know, Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, his son. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, talk about nepotism.
Yeah.
You know,
That guy, and here's the thing too, people from heaven sneak into hell all the time to party, and there's a certain wayward son we see every weekend.
Oh wow.
oh wow.
Yeah.
That would be scandalous if people knew that up top.
Ooh boy.
Keep
that under your head.
Hitler. I mean, look. I mean, you've had quite a legacy back up on Earth, but I guess someone here in the 21st century now.
I've been here longer than I was on Earth.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, what I mean is like I'm surely like I don't know if you guys get the news down here, but fascism, it's coming back. I mean, Italy just went
Ooh,
fascist.
they.
Mamma mia.
I mean,
It's a spicy meatball.
I don't align. You know, I'm not really a political guy anymore. But I mean, she is basically girl Hitler. You know.
But I mean, like your thoughts on how the legacy of fascism has played out in the 21st century. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people who still like Hitler. I mean, would they be disappointed if you found out that you've sort of chilled out?
I'm wearing shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. You know that I'm just not that guy anymore. I've changed a lot. You know, one thing that happened to me was I found out I have ADHD. And it makes sense when you look back at the films. I was moving crazy. I was always had some harebrained scheme. You know, and look, I hope that anybody that's still a fascist would take a lesson from me and say, hey, it's not out there, it's in here. And you got to work on yourself first.
It's true.
Absolutely.
And Satan, you know, like when a guy when a VIP like Adolf Hitler comes through hell for the first time, I mean, how are they treated? What can they expect?
Well, let me tell you something. You know, here in hell, things are just a little bit twisted, you might say. So we think a guy like Adolf Hitler is actually good. You know? But yeah, you ever have that like friend in middle school who you just go over to his house and he lets like the dogs and cats like piss and pee all over the floors?
Sure.
That's what we do now. We just let the animals poop and pee at wherever they want. And it's considered order here and not chaos.
Well, all animals come here. It's a very heaven is empty.
The rainbow, there's no such thing as a fucking rainbow bridge. You know, rainbows, they're not solid. The fucking animal's going to go right through it.
Right down to hell.
Yeah, right into my lap.
We love kitties and puppies down here.
They're fine, yeah.
I'm like, Satan. Do you have a favorite sin?
Oh,
Favorite
wow.
vice that is celebrated here in hell?
Well, you know, here in hell, things are just a tad askew. Everything's a little bit different. So, I mean, you know, things that are considered sins on your plane would actually be considered good here.
If you do a number of sins, you can get like a free meal, and you know,
Yeah, you
goes
know,
on your card. It's
So
nice.
what then is the best good thing? The best good thing you can do? That, like, will get you high fives down here in hell.
You could, you know, rob a bank. You fucking know you know the crimes, you know.
We're big on blaspheming God.
You know, yeah, you know all the main, like, you know, the crimes,
So you can't pick a
blasphemy.
favorite. It's just like if you're doing crimes, you're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know,
I mean, all those guys, the Joker, Riddler, they're all down here.
I mean, the real crime down here is charitable acts, like, you know, donating to the local museum or picking up trash on the highway. That's considered kind of gay down here. So we don't do it.
And in hell, gay is good, right?
It is. It's nice. Yeah.
I've noticed there's quite a lot of sodomy down here.
Yeah, you're really leaning into that as a motif. Is that just like seasonal, or has this been going on for a while?
It's kind of boring, you know. We're into like really vanilla now. It like goes like we go back and forth between, you know, But yeah, we just overdo it sometimes. We're like, oh shit, we gotta get back to basics here, you know.
Hitler, you mentioned that there's been sort of a labor shortage of demons. There's not enough ironic punishments
No
going
demons
on down
want to
here.
work anymore.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing with hell is the population. We're in a boom, I guess you
Yeah.
would say, and it just keeps going up and up. But we only started with the same demons. I mean, what do? You can't just make new demons.
No, you can't turn a human into a demon. I think that doesn't work. Like the whole body structure is completely different. They're just not like built to have horns coming out of their head.
But I mean, do you find that the demons nowadays are not like as Matt said, they don't want to work anymore. There's sort of a lack of
That's
enthusiasm
right.
for their
yeah.
job.
That's right.
They're sort of quiet quitting.
They're sort
They're
of
only just doing
bourgeois,
just the bare minimum.
I would say.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
they become bourgeois.
Well, they're not quiet. They're always screaming. Always. But recruitment has never been better. Everyone's coming down here because there's like a miscommunication or something. Like pretty much nobody's getting into heaven. It's like everyone is just going instantly to hell because God forgot to drop the rule book down here or something. So everyone's just
they're just guessing.
they're
and
just
getting
like
wrong.
guessing. Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
It's pretty random.
It's random. Yeah, you might say it's.
So, like, I mean, obviously, like
it's had askew.
the vast majority of people listening to this interview right now, like they pretty much guaranteed that they will end up in hell
Certainly.
after they die. But I guess I'm wondering if, like, for the few people out there who don't want to spend eternity in hell, what are some of the best ways to avoid going to hell if they so choose that?
Well, like I said, there's no escaping hell. There's fucking no rules.
A lot of times I notice new guys come in and like, what am I doing here? I'm not bad. I'm not Hitler. And I'm like, wow, I'm right here.
No, well, you ate shrimp, you fucking idiot. What do you think is going to happen? You eat shrimp. They eat shit on the ocean floor. You think you want that in heaven? You want like shrimp eaters in heaven? That's fucking disgusting.
I mean, it's using toilet paper. They don't like that.
No, toilet paper, I mean, that comes from trees. That's an animal. Trees are an animal, and you're just stripping their flesh to wipe their... That's horrible. That's horrendous.
So avoid eating shellfish, avoid wiping your ass.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Heaven
start
is
with
full
that.
of stillborn babies.
No.
And it's like, do you really want to be around that? It's a bummer.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's popular in Japan. They got the bidets. So, like, everyone in heaven is just, like, Japanese because they're the only ones who, like, follow the rules.
Hitler. I mean, like, thinking back to your life on Earth, World War II. Obviously, that's a big part of your story. If you could go back and do it again, what would you change?
I mean, I think I would have began that journey of self-discovery earlier. I would have stopped frantically looking for things to do. I mean, the reason I really got involved with the thing, it was the only time where other people helped me along. People were really into it, and I think I would have asked myself, do I like this? But you need collaborators to finish any project.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I would have spent more time in Vienna, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, wrap your head around this. Why would I punish Hitler if he was bad? Because I like bad things, So maybe does that mean that Hitler is actually good on Earth? And when he comes down here, he's bad?
Which makes
is
him good.
For me?
Satan is a bit of a philosopher.
Yeah, well, just think about that,
So, like, what are some plans for hell? I mean, look, it's there's a lot of history here. Dante got all the different circles.
There's no circles down here, man.
No.
Everything's square.
Is there any plans to add any new squares, any new levels to hell, any new things that you can go to hell for?
Well, we got what's in it? Crypto's in the news.
Crypto, yeah. You fuck up with crypto, you fuck up in life. You come down here. I mean, yeah, you NFTs. If we just got into NFTs, you gotta if you have like a little demon avatar.
Yeah, if you're goth, you go to hell.
Yeah, that's right. We got like Invader Zim merch all over the place down here.
You a lot of girls with dyed black hair and hoodies. Hell.
Yeah, they're the best.
Well, like, what is and as far as like the people who are currently living on Earth or maybe trying to go to hell or avoid hell, I mentioned Dante. I mean, you said that was 100% capped. There are no circles down here. It's not
No.
the map he laid out is completely
Which
fraudulent.
is why Dante is in hell for lying about that.
That's right. Yeah.
What would you say are some of the popular misconceptions about evil and hell that like should show their face in popular culture?
Why does everyone think everything's on fire here? Like, why would anyone want that? You know?
No, it would have burned down our condos.
It would be so fucking annoying to have to keep rebuilding shit because it burns down. So I mean,
it's ridiculous. People need to think about the economy of hell and how it functions.
That's right. I mean, like, you know, whenever a tree dies, it usually goes to heaven because trees, you know, are usually pretty good. So it's hard to get wood down here, and so why would we want to burn all the wood we're getting?
Yeah, I mean, you have to wait for a tree that's done something bad.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, some of them like fell over on top of like a lumberjack. So those we get all those, the lumberjack trees. And they, you know, we build little sheds to live in.
Why would you want to burn those down?
Yeah. So, you know, if people on Earth are, you know, listening to this, you know.
All aluminum foil goes to hell.
Yeah, you know, get some like goat's blood and rub it all over the tree. If you want to help us out, you know, just like slather some trees in goat's blood and cut them down for us. Because we need them. We need trees. We need wood.
Hell needs wood.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, like there's fire, but it's only very discrete areas of hell.
Well, I mean, and we're being sanctioned, of course, so we can't get a lot of these supplies.
That's right, yeah. You know,
for
Joe
so-called
Biden,
human rights abuses.
Sleepy Joe Biden. Fucking asshole.
Walk me through a typical day in hell. What Hitler? You get up in the morning. What do you do?
Every day for me is different. But the important thing is to find something to do every day. Again, books, movies, friends, the beach. You know, you have to have a goal. And I know what that is the day before. Today I went to Erewhon, you know.
How's the heroin? What are the prices like at the Erewhon in hell?
It is expensive.
Well, every supermarket down here is an Erewhon. So you don't have much choice, do you?
It's a sacrifice that we make here in hell. Hell's not perfect. Again, that's the thing I say. Guys come down here.
We don't make sacrifices. We accept sacrifices, you know. Well, was God going to like see our sacrifice and go, oh, okay, maybe hell is actually good? Like, what do we got to sacrifice here?
Hell is it's the ghettoized version of heaven, essentially.
Okay, well, I mean, we've missed the boat on heaven's, you know, acceptance, I think.
I wouldn't go there if they invited me, frankly.
Yeah, well,
I'm here with you, buddy.
sucks.
Hitler, like, you know, when you're thinking about what's going on in the world today, like, who are your guys? Who are your guys who's like really like upholding the Hitler legacy on Earth now?
Again, I'm trying to distance myself from all that. You know, we just did another interview with the Try guys.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing some pretty cool work.
Yeah.
But I mean, frankly, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to. I think the last thing I tried to watch on TV was The Good Place, and it was very cloying, so I didn't enjoy it. My girlfriend's pretty young though.
You ever watch Squid Games?
Haven't seen it.
That's what hell is, baby. We just do things a little bit different down here, baby.
Wait a minute, Hitler. You say you have a girlfriend down here.
Yeah, some news. Hello.
Yeah. Who is she, and what happened to Ava?
Some people, they come here and they're so tied to the past that they just can't change, and unfortunately, she's one of them.
Well, Ava went to heaven, you know.
She was getting in the way. No, she was getting in the way of my personal journey.
You got cucked by God.
That's not what. That has nothing to do with it, because we were still talking on the phone.
Yeah.
My girlfriend now, I can't name her, but I will say she was a princess of a country I bombed. Okay, so.
What about some of your former friends and collaborators? Goebbels. I mean, you still in touch?
He draws furry art now. So I'm glad he's he has moved on in a way, but frankly I don't like hanging out with him. He's a weird guy.
I mean, he only died in like 2019. I mean, he's very savvy on all the
Oh,
latest
really?
internet trends. Yeah.
Oh wow, that I
breaking
wasn't aware
news
of.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a relatively new addition. To,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was living in Brazil, so he really only speaks Portuguese.
That's right. Yeah.
And like is it we're, like I said, we're not going to name her. So it's a new relationship that you've just started here. What's dating like in hell?
It's kind of like a treadmill. You just get on it, and there's so many different people, new people to meet all the time, and not a lot of people want to settle down. And luckily, my girl is a little bit more traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered opening up the relationship? Are people poly in hell?
Every poly person goes to hell. So yes, people are poly here.
Yeah.
People are going to say, "Oh, Hitler's conservative. He's
Reactionary.
I'm a No, I'm not. I just, one woman. That's enough for me. What other people choose to do with their time is their own business. Hitler's going to worry about Hitler.
So the Antichrist.
Yes.
Your boy. So
Yeah.
Is he on Earth now? Will he be arriving shortly? And if so, not, where is he? What can we expect
This is kind
from
of
this
a
guy?
TMZ question.
What's the scouting report
I
on the
kind of
Antichrist?
lost track of him, honestly. This is this guy named Bob Hope. He was a funny guy,
He died a number of years ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nobody told. Where the fuck did he go? I didn't see. Did you see Bob Hope anywhere?
No, I haven't seen him.
Wait a minute. Did he go to heaven?
He better not have, the motherfucker. Fucking turncoat piece of shit.
Well, I mean, the thing about the Antichrist is he's a really bad guy, and that would be the most awful thing to do to you.
Yeah, I mean,
to go to heaven.
nobody's ever betrayed me. This is fucked. I'm feeling things I never felt before in my life.
So I guess my thought is we're considering moving the show to hell. I mean, could you just pitch us what are some do's and don'ts for first time people who invest in property in hell?
That thing about peeing in the pool and it turns the pool a different color, that actually works in hell. So don't pee in the pool.
Ouch.
Thanks for that one.
Yeah, that's a good.
I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to say do pee in the pool because we do things differently around here. And the pool is actually the wrong color until you pee in it down here.
The pool is actually just piss, and then if you pour water in it, it turns a funny
That's
color.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. No, you piss in it and it turns blue
Water
instead of yellow. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just we're only here for a little bit longer. Then we got to go to Chicago 'cause we're doing a show there.
My
Saturday.
condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Just any must do's, must see things to take care of here in hell before we go.
you got to see
Go on a
a
hike.
cave. There's a cave here. That's really nice.
The guy
You
with
got
the-
like stalactites. You know that shit.
Yeah.
Like you got caves on Earth. But they're cool.
do they got those the fish guys with human legs and the fish heads? Are they running around in
mermaids?
there? Yeah.
The reverse mermaids.
Yeah, those guys.
Okay. Yeah. No, they're all black down here. 'Cause
Well,
it-
what does that
'cause
mean?
it's
They
woke.
still exist.
Well, yeah, but
Has hell gotten too woke?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Hitler. You can field this one. Has hell gotten too woke?
I'm not a political guy. I honestly don't pay too much attention to it. But these kids, I mean, the thing is, you can't even perform at colleges anymore.
no.
Or stadiums, big rallies.
It's just they want to make their own identity, and part of their identity is these little cartoons, Steven Universe or whatever. And
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while we get here in hell, we get a guy who's like, I want to torture, a Mexican guy or something, and we're like, come on, man.
that's too far.
Yeah, I torture. It's like a lottery system, it's completely blind. There's no,
it's a meritocracy.
no
It's
race
a true
considered.
meritocracy down here in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on which quote unquote car you're in. So which gang you kind of affiliate yourself with in hell. But I mean, it's very strange when someone's like, "Yeah, let's kill." And it's like, even I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, I mean, come on.
First of all, you can't kill anybody down here.
No.
Is just I guess does love exist in hell?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love to do things a little differently.
Okay. I mean, I know you guys are both very busy. I really want to thank you for, penciling us in for a little time here because, you're running the place down here. It's like number 1 and 2. So I really want to thank you for just donating a little bit of your time to us here today. Satan and former Chancellor of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, Adolf Hitler.
Thank you.
Yeah, good talking to you guys. I'm gonna go fuck a rat. So, hope you all have a good one.
Thanks, guys. Okay, it's like, a lot of things people complain about here in hell. It's sort of like Europe. Not a lot of ice water.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They serve you water. It's fucking room temperature.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I'm
very
saying?
annoying.
And again, no air conditioning. It's a
Yeah.
lot like Paris, honestly.
Yeah, it's but we're not walkable. Obviously, you're just
No,
on
no.
highways over
Yeah.
no shoes. It sucks.
But I gotta say though, the food, pretty good.
Surprising. I wouldn't
It's pretty
think
good.
that.
I had
Yeah.
I had a nice. I had a pho. I had pho. Nice, like a beef pho. I mean, it was beef. I mean, like it was called baby pho.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I was assuming that was just sort of a marketing ploy.
Yeah, yeah.
Fetus pho.
Yeah, it's like how they always say like crab rangoon. That's never crab. Imitation at best. Don't worry about it.
But the fried calamari here is just fried hog anuses.
Yeah.
There's no hiding that.
It's refreshing, honestly.
Yeah.
And it does taste identical.
Yeah. And what are some of the other best bites we've had here? There's a great little empanada place. But like the coffee, kind of middling. It's hard to get a good. Like I said, no iced drinks down here. I asked for a cold brew. They looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it sucks.
They were like, dude. They're like, buddy, you're in hell right now. It's hot bevs only.
Yeah, as a result, I have not gotten a single Coca-Cola. Hot Cokes are not good.
But I mean, all the CEOs of the Coca-Cola company are here though.
That's true.
But you know what? The Coca-Cola secret ingredient: aborted fetuses.
People said that was Pepsi, but
Yeah,
it's like, no.
it's actually Coca-Cola.
Yep, they did it again, folks.